You will need brackish mud, a deathly bloom, and wood which crumbles stone. You'll need to find places of duality, swamp and sea, death and life, stone and wood. But I'm sure you've had enough with riddles by now. Today, I'll simply mark the locations on your map. Once you have collected the items, travel back to the Sinche Kono. I have no doubt my pupil awaits you with bated breath. I suppose I could take time from my actual duties to sate your mere curiosity. What more do you wish to know? Once I watched over the Sinche Kono, learning its secrets and sharing its wisdom. Now I speak the dark words of Sithis, traveling the tribes and spreading its wisdom. A similar task, truth be told. The Sinche Kono is a catalyst of needed change. Sithis is the force which causes all change. Death which leads to rebirth, night which is followed by day, hope that crumbles to despair. Change is not always welcomed, but it is always needed. The items you are to gather represent not only duality, but also change. The mud which flows from swamp to sea, the living flower which blooms from death, the wood which crumbles the stone that once hindered it. Vose will then use them as offerings to the force of change. This will spark the power which resides in the Sinche Kono. By returning the tablets, you merely give Vose the rushes and weeds. It is he who must now weave the basket.
A blessed bounty for potion making. May your bones serve better.
Betrothed await you, dear suitors. No need to be shy. Everyone gets the jitters, but this is ridiculous.
Move quick!
This is what I'm talking about. How hard is it to boldly strut up to a stranger and express some interest? You get it. If we had more suitors as stiff-spined as you, the ceremony would be well underway. The bonding ritual? Are you not here to witness our most sacred tradition? It's a beautiful, lively affair. Usually, our guests have not seen fit to join us for the ceremony. Hisk knows we have been gracious hosts to the suitors of our neighboring tribes, plying them with feasts and phlegm wine. But now that it's time to renew vows of kinship, their limp is wilting lilies when they should be rising to the occasion. Normally, the Black-Tongue tribe are eager to participate. Many a Brightthroat can call the Black-Tongues their root kin. But the only thing Wakumat has been quick to provide today are excuses. I hope he'll be more forthcoming with you. Oh no, he is a bearer of Russell the Infirm. Russell is a frequent visitor and suitor, beloved sire to many a Black-Tongue and Brightthroat since before my egg mother was in her shell. Normally he would be first in line for the bonding. It's true, Russell must be carried about by his bearers for most everything. But before the bonding, he's like a Soxleal possessed. His vigor is legend. Last season's bonding ended with his bungalow stilts driven flush to the ground. The others are new to me. Bihuna is one of the root house people, so if she puts hands on you, it isn't a romantic gesture. Hold tightly onto any familial jewels. Dite, on the other hand, is as inscrutable as any moss skin. Never the ghost people or stone pile people, certainly. We used to see more of the mire dancers and copper eyes, but we haven't seen much of them since they were taken to Mazatoon, and sadly the dead water remained distant and reserved as always. Our longtime allies, the Black Tongues, the Moss Skins, and the Root House people. They aren't normally so apprehensive. The Black Tongues dwell in the shadow places, giving praise and offerings to Sithis. They take great pains to ensure as many of their clutches are born under the sign of shadow as possible. Perhaps too much, but I would not question their methods. Only when I'm reminded that they know every root and flower's killing secret, all the more reason to welcome them as friends, yes? You'll find no more attentive parents outside the Brightthroats, and they are great alchemists and gardeners also. We welcome them with open arms, of course, but only after our valuables are carefully tucked away. They take what they want by quiet theft or intimidation. Failing that, they take it by force. Better to give what you can afford to lose. They are brutes, yes, but useful brutes when war winds blow. Their strength rivals that of the Dead Water tribe. They just lack the Naga's wisdom. In the end, they are still our neighbors. Better to welcome them as friends than face them as enemies. The Moss-skins value peace above all else, and peace without requires peace within. They go where the river takes them, no matter the circumstances. Of all the tribes, they are the most serene. Death, war, lean years, nothing ruffles their frills. More indifferent. All the world's horrors, the quiet fears that keep men and Mur awake at night, all of it rolls off their backs. People think we Brightthroats take things in stride. The Moss-skins make us look like fretful ducklings. Of course, though I hope it will not take much longer. The Brightthroat betrothed have waited long enough already, I think. If we are to set the mood right, best to do so soon. It's the future of our tribe. The bonds we create today ensure the peace and prosperity of future generations by tying our tribes together as one. The bonding ritual ensures every generation of Brightthroats calls their neighbors Eggkin. Marrying? It is a joyous time, yes, usually. Most tribes have festivities surrounding bondings, but none compare to that of the Brightthroats. Travelers come from far and wide to join the celebration and witness the joining of so many tribes.
Do not crowd us, Ojel. You will disturb Ruzo's focus. Never. He is dead. He entered a trance to steel himself for the dread-fathering elixir, but after we administered the potion, he never awoke. It seems Sithis felt Ruzo had children enough. Our most potent mixture, brewed to ensure even these Brightthroat bonds are blessed by the great creator. He did not foam at the mouth or expel blood from every orifice, so I think it was just his time. You earned your rest, Shaper of Generations. No one could fill the void Ruzo left behind. Kayak, I suppose I must try. For the good of the tribe, I will need more of our dread-fathering elixir. Ruzo drank it to the last drop. There is a rare plant, the Leviathan Pizzle. It is the key ingredient to the elixir. Find one, and I will join the bonding ritual. I should warn you, it resembles many toxic mud blossoms. This sketch should help you avoid them. We honor Sithis above all else. Raj Sithis the Changer, not the Destroyer from the Dusk Times. But Ends are often beginnings. There are no purer agents of change than the shadow scales, so we prepare our children from birth to learn their secrets. We bathe their eggs in our brews to ensure they are hatched under the favored sign and give them their first taste of the swamp's deadly secrets. They are nursed on the milk of toxic weeds until strong enough for the shadow scales to come claim them. It's one of the 14 Southek, or sacred plants. Each plant brings joy or death, depending on the measure. In the bonding, Wuzol ensured the Leviathan pizzle brought great joy. This season, we will see. Because there was no better choice. There has never been a Blacktongue who could drink as deeply from the dread-fathering elixir and live to see his children grown. He was frail in all other pursuits, but in the bonding, he was a divine tool. More than anyone has had reason to count. He was but a young whelp when his talent was discovered. Half of Murkmire may bow their heads as we bear his body back to our hist.
What kind of monster orders our hatchlings murdered? I spit in Queen Iren's eye.
Do not catch a splinter, Tamit. You will make fine potions with that, I am sure.
Halt, Ojel. Why do you approach the tree that crumbles stone? I do hope you're not here to harm this tree, Ojel, because then we would have issues. Well, as long as it's just the fallen branches, you may go ahead. This is the tree that crumbles stones, the change which breaks down stagnation. Once, our ancestors made walls of stone with the foolish notion that we could stop that which changes. This tree represents the futility of such thoughts, because it teaches us that which we cannot forget. Stone crumbles, walls break. We must bend against the force of change, lest we snap against its strength.
And a jeep. Free yourself, Tamid. What might you make with that? Devotion. as I did to you. A potent find, Tamit.
You sniveling snake. That's my coin purse, and you know it.
Your coin purse? It is I who found it, and so it is now my coin purse.
Show me your claws!
Welcome back. Dare I hope that Niswo Parazi agreed to help? Well, I suppose word does travel. I will have to speak to him once the ritual is completed. But for now, I am afraid I must beg your help once more. Very little, I promise. I've combined the ritual components together. You must place the mixture into the ceremonial bowls as I say the incantation. Vaka Rish Vaste Busik Zal. Sila Ruhiva Wuksa Vaste Bok Tar Saka. It worked! The Zinche Konu changed the weather! The ritual worked. The Zinche Konu has regained its power once more. And it's all thanks to you. You've helped me greatly throughout this entire ordeal. I hope you find this a suitable gift for all of your troubles. And feel free to visit the Zinche Konu whenever you please. That's strange. I thought the effect would last much longer.
I see you're at least able to perform the Vastese successfully. Surprising, to say the least.
Why the cutting words, Parasi? All I did according to your teachings.
Did I teach you to beg an Ogel to perform your duties? You should have collected those tablets, Vose. How could you not see that?
Was it you who stole the tablets, Parasi? Why? Why would you desecrate the Zinche Konu in such a way?
If you had your eyes towards your people, and not only towards your books, I would have no need to take such actions. This was a lesson, Jose. A lesson you failed.
But I was able to perform the Vastese.
Only for a moment. One of such weak will can never truly be a catalyst of change. I suppose another lesson will now be in order.
Parasi? Wait! Don't tell me you're going to steal the tablets again.
An inspired find, Tammy. The potential for health or harm. A useful find. Fine threads make for strong cord. Yes. potential.
You have not succumbed to the swamp's poison lips. Was the pizzle jutting out from the short grass as I described? Oh, this one is aptly named. Let me add it to the mixture I have already prepared. If I survive, you may tell Topeth I will do my part. All right, it is finished. Sithis, use me as you will. I am warmed to the core by the presence of the Dread Father. Can you not hear my heart throb as I swell with his power of creation? I carried Russo to prepare me to bear his legend. For the Black Tongues I will sow 1,000 generations. What are we waiting for? Those other suitors may sulk if they wish, but Waku Mat is ready to bond.
Wasik eyes are watching. Can you feel them? I do not like it. I do not fear the limp fins. I want my dowry. I took it from my betrothed fairly. I want it back. Guards took it, hid it from me. Topeth tells me my betrothed has gifts for me instead. But I do not want gifts. I want my dowry. I would take it back, but I am watched. Because it is my dowry. The Hist meant it for me. Brightthroats do not understand this. If they will not respect our custom, I will not respect theirs. No dowry, no bonding. The Wasik goods keeper took my dowry to the storehouse for keeping safe. Go find it. It is our way. The Root House people do not make. When we need meat, the swamp provides. When we need crafts and treasures, other tribes provide. The Hist compels them to make these things. They do not know that the Hist means for us to take them. If I leave out a bowl of slug paste and a nettle toad eats it, this is no theft. The Root House people heed forces greater than Limpfin law. The Brightthroats do not see. It is the will of the Hist that I have my dowry. Root House people do not ask. We claim. The Root House people do not build. If the Hist wants us to have a village, we take one. In an old time, we claimed this village, but we tired of it, so we burned it down. Yes, why would we not? My Goldweed Exile always says, burn what you cannot carry. Otherwise, the tribes will not make new things. Of course. The Brightthroats remember to forget. Would you have them drag grudges like stones? That is the dry skin and stone dweller way. Your questions are dry and stupid.
Ah, the Zook's friend I hear so much about. Son's blessings. I see you did not kick your feet clean before entering. Well, no matter. I will clean it up later. How can I help you? Bihuna? Ah, the root house suitor thief with the filthy spines. I would give you the dowry, Zuka's friend, but I do not know where it is. The goods keeper Olin hid it to keep the root house thugs from stealing it again. Gone to Gideon. Personal matter. He will not be back for many days, but do not fret. Nahish Olin left a reminder for him so as not to forget the dowry's location. It likely points to another reminder, and that to another. He is eccentric. The root house people are not known for their patience or wisdom. Nahish Olin was determined not to be outwitted by the likes of them, so he invented an impossible challenge for the suitor thief. The first reminder is on the post there. Hist guide you. I fear the suitor thief has set you on a fool's errand, Biko Gel, but I'll trust you know better than I what is needed. Chief of grain counting, box stacking, and list making, he keeps our storehouse in order in his own way. He's promised to teach me his methods, eventually. For now, I sweep, carry, and keep geckos from eating our worm meal.
Friend said the Kwama at Deep Crag Den got all riled up and attacked the miners.
brewer tells me I drank all the celebration phlegm wine. Now he asks coin for more. I would thunk his head in if it was not a bonding. Find my dowry so I can leave this place. Finally, the Hist provides. It sours my stomach that I had to rely on you to take what, by right, is mine. But suitors must be flexible, I guess. The custom is met. I will join in the bonding.
You look burdened, Ojel. Please, sit and let the breeze carry your cares away. The Bright Throats have brought us many nice things to share. Yes, I was. My betrothed was very kind. It's a pity I must disappoint her, but these things happen. It will be a less personal disappointment than if I were to arrive without the seed doll she gifted me for the occasion. It's the least I can do to return her kindness. Ahaj Mota snatched it out of my hands as I soaked my feet by the Gulu Bridge. Very quick, gone in an instant. Such is life. I do not know why the Hajmota would want such a thing, but the Hist must have thought it needed it. I hope it enjoys it. I see no reason why I would not join the bonding ritual, but I do not have my betrothed's seed doll. It is pointless to dwell on what's lost.
and no peace.
Hello again. You have been enjoying a good wallow, yes? The mud here is smooth and moist. And so the stream returns to its source. It's very pretty, isn't it? My betrothed is very skilled. It seems some of the roots have bent. I will tell her it was from my overzealous embrace. That should make her happy. The Hist has made certain I stay on this course. I will not resist its desires.
Everyone is assembled except for the suitors. What is the word, Beak Ogel? Must I call off the bonding ritual and bring shame upon our tribe? You are a gift from the Hist, like the sweetest of saps on my lips. Come, join us for this momentous occasion. It is only fitting. Take the place of honor and ring the bonding chime to begin the ceremony. We are gathered here under the boughs of our tender Hist to honor the life it gives us. Just as their roots reach out and intertwine in the mud, so too will we become entangled, bound together to weave a strong foundation. Join me in erecting the spine of procreation, sow the sap and seed of a new generation. At last, all is right with the tribe. The winds carry the lovely scents of Hist blossoms and muskreak upon the air, and soon the chimes of nuptial huts will rattle the night away. It's enough to make anyone let out their frills. The happy couples will retire to their nuptial huts to begin the process of bonding, and the next generation of Brightthroats will be born. But for us, the work is done. Let us drink, eat, dance!
Nalpa ajun tum talil, baka sudwasi halil, zuzut bako tavinil, toti bikogi husil. Ebok bahat suzalil, uzit utadrot zelil, naga kujungo naka, baste hisal bikoma.